Hey, everybody, we are live on YouTube, live on Facebook. I have three great guests tonight. We're going to get started in just a moment. A couple people, I know there's some question right now already. You are watching from tonight on YouTube or Facebook. Leave a comment and pull those comments in. One thing we like are really bad answers. So if you have a bad answer and you want to leave that, we'll put that up there for you. See if you can make us all laugh. It's part of the game. It's part of the fun. Is that home element where you can surprise us. So, as you know, I always take an honorary drink to get the game started. Because my mouth will also dry out, and I'll start to.
Jeff, do you want bad answers from us too, the contestants?
You got. I mean, Nav does. Nav definitely wants you to give bad answers.
Okay.
One of the players tonight is competitive. We also have all three Canadians playing tonight, which is a new element to the game. Let's see. There's my first drink there, and the first comment coming in. Oh, Jack said fun. Jack's a longtime player.
Fun. It's fun. Yeah.
All right. So if we're ready, we're going to officially get started here.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Uh-oh. Jack's drinking gin today. All right, he thinks I'm drinking gin. All right. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Stuff I Never Knew Trivia Game Show podcast. I'm Jeff. I'm your host tonight. Each week, three players from around the world, they call in and they're going to battle it out over 3 rounds of trivia. Tonight, we have 3 Canadians from 2 different podcasts. We're going to take them all to the final round tonight. But as you know, in the first round, we get right into it. And my 3 players tonight are Nav, Harmat, and Brendan. And we're going to go right into round 1, which is Fire and Ice Make Water, which is a little bit of play on one of the podcasts you'll hear the title of in just a bit. It doesn't mean anybody has an advantage. It just means that what I did is if you were to melt ice with fire, you get water. So how much does a gallon of water weigh? And whenever I calculated in the pounds, it was 8.3 pounds. But then I realized all my guests were Canadians, and they're not going to know. Well, they probably have some concept of pounds, but they'd much rather play in kilograms. So I'm going to give you the both pounds and kilograms for the answers for everybody following along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an item. And my order tonight is Brendan, Nav, and Harmat. And you have to tell me, does that item weigh more or less than a gallon of water? Okay. So it'll get fun. I'm just going to start with Brendan. I have 25 cups of uncooked rice. So if I was to put 25 cups of uncooked rice, would that weigh more or less than a gallon of water?
25 cups of uncooked, and this is brown rice, Jeff.
Brown or white? I think.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to make up the variation.
It's not going to matter. I'm stalling, is what I'm doing. I'm stalling.
Another tactic of the show.
Is this timed?
25 cups of brown or white rice. I am going to say heavier than a gallon of water.
Heavier. It is less. 25 cups of rice are 6.5 pounds or 2.95 kilograms. Over to Nav, 6 dozen eggs. The 6 dozen eggs weigh more or less than a gallon of water?
I would say they weigh less.
Less. They come in at 9 pounds or 4.8 kilograms.
Really?
Which is more.
I didn't think eggs could be that heavy.
Wow.
Dang.
I did say a gallon of water was 8.3 pounds. Whether you know the conversion, I don't know if I said, but it's 3.7 kilograms.
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know if I said that or not, but I feel bad that I didn't say it after the first 2.
Now you get an advantage, Harmat.
I'm still not going to get this.
I should have waited. All right, well, here we go. We'll do gallons to gallons. A gallon of olive oil for cooking. If you're going to cook some chicken or vegetables, you might use olive oil. Does a gallon of olive oil weigh more or less than a gallon of water?
I'm going to go with more.
More. Incorrect. It is less. 7.6 pounds or 3.4 kilograms. All right. Fresh
At least
start.
we were all wrong.
Yeah.
Clean plate. Here we go.
Clean plate. You each have 2 more of these. All right, Brendan, 20 baseballs. 20 baseballs.
20 baseballs.
That weigh more or less than a gallon of water.
And you're not going to tell me how much one baseball weighs, right, Jeff?
I will once you tell me more or less.
20 baseballs. I'm going to say more.
20 baseballs. Each baseball is 5 ounces. 20 baseballs are 6.25 pounds or 2.8 kilograms. It is less.
Did I say less?
Okay. That's the kind of trick I'd expect from Nav. I think she's the competitive
Well,
one.
the thing is, I've never even held a baseball, so I would have also.
Oh my god.
All right, Nav, 20 cue balls from the game of Pull the White Ball. You got 20 of them. Is that
Okay.
more or less than a gallon of water?
I think that's less, maybe.
Less. We have another saying on the show. It's the first point of the night is the toughest. And Nav, you just got the first point of the night.
Good
It
job,
is
Nav.
less at 3.1 kilograms or 6.8 pounds. Oh, so happy. Over to Harmat.
Oh no.
10 soccer balls. So 10 soccer balls.
Are we talking like standard soccer
I should
balls?
say footballs. Is that what? Not
No, I think in Canada we say
Yeah,
soccer.
well,
ball.
Yeah.
Soccer balls, yeah.
soccer balls. I don't know. Footballs.
10 soccer balls?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with less.
It is surprisingly more. Each ball was about
Wow.
16 ounces.
Yeah, those balls are really heavy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 10
Yeah.
pounds or 4.54 kilograms.
Have you seen the shins of the soccer players?
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I thought I'd have a fun. We're going to finish it out with all automobile fluids. Brendan, a gallon of crude oil. Is crude oil more or less than a gallon of water?
This has to be more, Jeff. This has to be more. Locking in more.
Locking in more with confidence. Unfortunately,
Well, not with confidence.
it is less. It's 7.2 pounds or 3.26 kilograms.
We're splitting hairs now, right? That's
I know, I
within
mean-
account.
It's just a 50-50 choice, and you guys are 1 for 7 so far. So here we go. Nav,
Wow.
your last one in this round. A gallon of gasoline. Does gasoline weigh more or less than a gallon of water?
Oh, I got to think about this. I can't get this wrong.
You
I
can.
I can technically, but not
Her
really.
pride depends on it.
Exactly.
Right.
I am going to say that it weighs more.
More is incorrect. It is less.
Oh. Well, next time.
And lastly, to Harmat, a gallon of antifreeze, engine coolant. Is that a gallon of that weigh more or less than a gallon of water?
I'm trying to think back to because I've definitely held those bottles of antifreeze. So now I'm trying to think how much they weigh. I'm gonna say more.
More is correct at
Yay!
9.3 pounds.
Hey.
We have 0, 1 to 1. Let's go over to that live scoreboard. And we got our round. Look at that. Real-time scoring.
This is when best friends become rivals.
Wow.
Exactly.
All right. So my order is going to stay the same. We're going to start with Brendan. Brendan, I want to officially welcome you to the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're calling in from the Not Your Normal Hickey?
You got it. Not your
Not-
normal Hickey.
Not
Yes.
Your Normal Hickey podcast. It's a interesting concept. You tell everybody about what the podcast is about.
Yeah, it's pure entertainment. Nothing too serious. It's me and my son. He's 9, just turned 9 actually. Looking for something to do during COVID, obviously trying to fill our time. and it's just us kind of complaining about my wife and his sister, and yeah, just good time, entertainment, and not diving into any deep issues at all. So yeah, just entertainment.
I was going to say, well, any revelations come from the podcast so far?
Well, I try to teach him a lesson, and usually the script is flipped. He ends up teaching me a lesson, I think, most of the time. So,
well, that's pretty cool. Well, how can people find if they want to listen to it and check it out? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, we're all over the main podcasting channels. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Pandora, all of them. So
excellent. As the only Canadian tonight without any points, are you ready? Are you ready for the hot seat?
No, I'm not ready, but let's do it.
This is where the game can swing. There's 8 points available in this round.
Anybody's game.
There's 8. That's fine. There's 8 points available in this round, and everybody's going to get the same 3 categories. So you each get a question from one of the 3 categories, and then you'll get a name 5 bonus question. And it's usually something simple, like name 5 spices in your cabinet, right? And the trick is you only have 10 seconds. You only have 10 seconds to give me those 5 answers. So they're usually easy, but the timer plays a whole new aspect to it. So everybody's going to get the same category tonight: food museums, 1970s tech, and decade debuts. Okay, so we got food museums, 70s tech, and decade debuts. This one, Brendan, this food museum is located in Austin, Minnesota, and is dedicated to a particular spiced ham.
I'm trying to think of what kind of hams I know of. A spiced ham.
Spiced ham.
Jeez.
So glad I don't have this question.
Oh my gosh.
We're also vegetarians, so that doesn't
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody in Canada is vegetarian?
Well, the 2 of us are.
I'm not a vegetarian. I should.
Well, you should know this then.
Ham. I know.
Well, there is a timer. Nav asked. There is a timer on the show. It's not a rule, but I do have a 3-second timer. I'll just count backwards from 3 randomly. There's no reason why I start doing.
Of course. I know nothing about ham. So if I was to guess, this would be a ridiculous guess. So you better start counting, Jeff.
It also makes great when I edit the audio version. It sounds like I'm putting the pressure on you. I'm gonna put 3 seconds on the timer.
Yeah, go for it.
3, 2, any guesses? 1.
No, I have no guess. No guess.
Spiced ham, the SP and the AM make a word that you're familiar with. Probably a canned ham called ham. You ever heard of spam in Canada?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Spam. All right, here we go. We're going on to the 1970s tech. On June 26, 1974, a 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit gum became the first product to do this.
Is this for me?
Yes, still. These are going to be 3 questions to you and a name 5. You're in the hot seat.
Okay, no let up here. First gum to do this? Is that what you said, Jeff?
Yeah. In a supermarket, June 26, 1974, a 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit gum became the first product to do this.
What does it do? Blow bubbles.
Blow bubbles. Incorrect. It's the first product that was ever scanned at a register. I tried to throw in a little supermarket tip. Yeah.
Okay. The tech. I forgot about the tech piece.
All right, here we go. This is where it all turns right here.
Yeah.
In what decade did Saturday Night Live debut?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I know this, but I don't know it.
Kind of pointless then.
I mean, I feel like it was earlier, but I'm going to say the 70s.
The 70s. And what do we say on the show? First point is the toughest. You are on the board. You got it. We have a 3-way tie, 1-1. And now you're going to the hot seat for a 5-point bonus question.
Okay.
I'm going to name a category, You have to give me 5 things that fit in that category. And you're going to have 10 seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
Sure.
Name 5 cleaning products and go.
Comet, Clorox, Javex, Windex. Oh my gosh. What's another one?
And time. Got 4 for you.
That's so good. I was trying to think. I couldn't even name one.
Anything with an X. Anything with an X.
There you go. A comment in from my wife says
Oh.
Nav is a savage lover.
Thank you, Jessica. I have somebody on my team.
Yeah, well, if you want competition, she's the one you want on your team. Trust me. That's it. And I'm going to get a comment for that one. All right. We're going to meet our next 2 guests. Oh, wait, let's go to the scoreboard real quick because we got some points to add there. We got 1 out of 3 in the first one and 4 out of 5. We got you at 5 total in first place right now.
So the game ends here.
If the world ends, the game ends. But
You can try.
Ah.
we're going to meet our next 2 guests at the same time, but Nav's going to sit in the hot seat first. I want to welcome officially to the show Nav and Harmat. Welcome from the wait a second. It's the 2 names keep tripping me up. It's the Pop Culture Symposium, and I believe the podcast is A Song of Ice and Fire Symposium.
Exactly. I know it's not it doesn't roll off your tongue, but it is what it is.
Well, tell us a little bit about the podcast. I listened to a little bit of it. You're a few episodes in. You're just getting started.
Yes.
And so tell us a little bit about what it is and what people can expect when they listen.
So we're currently 3 episodes in, and I wanted to do a podcast, and I really like talking about pop culture, and I was thinking about what can I talk about, and I remembered or realized that one of the biggest, pop culture phenomena of the 2010s was Game of Thrones, the TV show, and pretty much everybody has watched it, loved it or hated it, but has watched it, except for my best friend here, Harmat, who knows absolutely nothing. I don't know how she remained completely spoiler-free this whole time. But so I decided to do that topic. And both of us really like books, so we decided to focus on the book series. And we're going through each chapter one by one. And just watching her trip and make really stupid predictions.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to be good at the 10-second thing because during our show, I do these 30-second summaries of the chapter. I have not gotten through any of them in 30 seconds with enough detail.
Yeah,
it's not good.
You're bad with time pressure.
Yes.
Now, are you reading and watching the series to compare, or just the books?
Just the books at the beginning,
Okay.
and then maybe we'll move on to the TV show.
Okay.
There's a lot of books to read, though, so it's going to be a while.
Awesome. It sounds great. Where can people check it out if they want to find more about it?
You can find us on all the podcast listening apps, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, all of those. And you can also come to our website at popculturesymposium.tumblr.com.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So the important question, are you ready for the hot seat?
Ooh, I feel like I need a fan. It is very hot.
Oh, just wait. You're not even, the pressure hasn't even started yet. Okay. It's completely different when you're in the hot seat than when you're watching it. So now we're going to go to you. The same 3 questions: food museums, 1970s tech, and decade debuts. Your food museum question: this museum is located in Waco, Texas, and is dedicated to a bubbly beverage with 23 unique flavors.
Okay, bubbly beverage. That's either... can I ask if it's an alcoholic beverage?
It is a beverage. It's a bubbly beverage.
Jeff's not giving anything away.
Oh, God. Is it like a Coca-Cola museum?
Is that your answer?
Sure, because I don't have anything better.
It is so close. It is the Dr. Pepper Museum. Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
I was so close. Oh, well.
Your 1970s tech. In 1977, this family restaurant was the first to integrate food, animated entertainment, and arcade games.
That's okay. That's either Chuck E. Cheese or McDonald's. Which one? I'm gonna go Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese is correct. Your first point of the second round.
I can't believe I got that. I really cannot.
And your last clue, decade debuts. In what decade did Bob Barker make his debut as the host of The Price is Right?
Oh my god. I'm just gonna guess. I have absolutely no idea. The 1980s?
1980s. Incorrect. It was the 1970s. 1970s. All right. Are you ready for your 5-point bonus question?
Okay, I need to really
This could
prepare.
put you at 7 points, which would give you a 2-point lead if you get all 5. I'm going to need you to name 5 as soon as I finish reading the timer. Name 5 games played in a casino and go.
I've never even been to a casino. You can play slapjack. No, is that a thing? No, that's not a thing. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. You can play poker. I know that one.
Time is up.
I want to
sorry.
play slapjack. I want to play slapjack.
I don't know what you can play. I am so sorry. I've never even been to a
I
casino.
think
I think
you were
it-
trying to say blackjack.
I think
Yeah.
you were
That's what I was
blackjack
talking
and
about.
slots, and it came out
Slapjack.
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 So
Oh well. At
That's
least you got
okay.
an entertaining, really
We
dumb
got-
answer.
Yeah.
it's the people don't understand the element of the live.
Brutal.
It's so much
I
harder.
don't want
Than,
to even look at that zero.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, you still have. Wait till you hear how many points are in the last round. You're gonna love it.
Great.
Okay.
The last round's where all the points are. This is just for fun to get to the last
We're
round.
warming up.
So there we go. We're gonna go over to Harmat. Are you ready for the hot seat?
I'm as ready as I will be.
All right.
Let's
Food
do it.
museums, 70s tech, and decade debuts. And if anybody knows how hard the show is, Jack is confirming that some of us do know how hard that hot seat is. Over to your food museums question. This museum is located in Atlanta, Georgia, and is dedicated to a beverage created by Atlanta pharmacist Dr. John S. Pemberton.
Pemberton. That's not helpful. I would have guessed Dr. Pepper, but that was in the last round. You know, Pepper. Beverage in Atlanta, U.S.
Yeah. All these
Northern
states-
America, Earth.
We're gonna go with ginger ale. I have no basis for that. But we're
Ginger
going with
ale.
ginger ale.
If you would have stuck with Nav's answer, she was correct on this question.
What?
Coca-Cola is the correct
Ah.
answer.
Really? I was
Yeah.
thinking, but then I was like, it's not gonna be Coca-Cola.
It's okay. We share a brain. That's why it's just like off the time.
Yeah.
Your 1970s question. On September 11th, 1977, this home video game console with 2 joysticks and 2 pair of paddle controllers were released in North America.
I don't game, but we will try. Like a Nintendo?
Is that your answer?
Yes.
It is correct. It was the Atari 2600 on September 11th, 1977. And our last question, in what decade were tobacco commercials banned from television? And I should say this is probably in the United States.
Okay.
I know this, but it's in the back of my mind somewhere. I definitely learned this at some point. I'm gonna say, sorry, tobacco commercials, like just in general.
commercials. Yeah, like smoking
Okay.
cigarettes.
Right. We're gonna go with See, all the answers so far have been 70s, so I want to say that, but I feel like that's not true. So I'm going to say 90s.
1990s.
Yes.
Well, one of the things that's helpful about watching this show is I love making all the answers the same. It is. It is the 1970s.
I should have just gone with my gut.
Yeah.
Actually,
Dang.
sooner than I thought it was.
There you go. It was 1970s. All right.
See, I thought it was later. Okay.
There's a confirmation. Jack, they were all in the 70s. He plays these games. Yeah.
All right. We know your technique now.
For their minds.
For the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't trick. Maybe it's a trick to get us used to it.
I get you thinking one way, and then it's
true. Whoop.
All
hot seat. All right.
Name 5 hot seat for you, Harmat.
All right.
Are you ready? I have 10 seconds on the clock. It'll start as soon as I finish reading it.
Okay.
I need you to name 5 props that a magician would use, and go.
Wand, hat, rabbit, scarf, ribbon thingies, coat. I'm gonna name more in case one of those.
You can keep going for fun. And time, but you got 5.
Kill
Really,
them.
a magician could use anything. You could say a cup,
Oh,
a coaster.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that was pretty good so far. Guess who's taking the lead? I'm going to put 5.
Oh my god!
You didn't get any in the second round, but you got 5. How close is it becoming? We have 0 and 5. Look at this; it's still anyone's game, and especially when you hear how the final round goes. And this is where it gets fun. It gets a little bit crazy and a little bit hectic if you can figure out the rules. So, yeah, there's a lot of rules in this final round, but there's a lot of strategy. And a Nav who is cutthroat competitive is really going to like these rules.
Okay, I am failing at this moment. So
here we go. Here's how the final round works. I'm going to give you a very vague question, and we're going to stay in the same order. We'll go to Brendan. Will get a first question, then Nav, and then each of you. I can't edit. We're live. I'm going to give you each a very vague question, and then I'm going to start to read a series of clues. If you get the answer right with the first clue, you'll get 3 points. With the second clue, you'll get 2 points, and with the first clue, you'll get 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And now each question is going to be directed to one of you at a time. Now, when it is your turn, it's to your advantage to give an answer or lock out your other competitors. Because what can happen is if Nav or Harmat, I'm so sorry, Harmat buzz in by saying their name, they can steal the question for the point value. So, for example, if it's Brendan's question and Harmat buzzes in by saying her name and it's a 2-point clue, she can steal that for 2 points. If she's right, she gets the 2 points. If you're wrong, you lose the 2 points. So there's risk and reward.
Negatives.
You can go negative. We've had negative players. Jack, if he wants to leave a comment, I won't out him, but he knows there's only been one negative point player in the history of the game.
Well,
I will become the second.
Yeah,
I will make history.
Third right here.
But in fact, Jack did nosedive. It was pretty spectacular. He was almost close to the lead, and he was like, "I'm going for it," and he just kept going. And
me.
quick question: do we have to wait for the first person to give an answer to buzz in?
No, you want to
right
speak
away.
Before they do. Yeah. So if you know it, buzz
Even
in.
if it's directed at them, it's really anyone's game.
Nav,
Okay.
you have to wait 5 seconds now.
Yeah,
before you
no.
can answer, okay? Yeah,
If I know it,
especially.
which is very unlikely that I'll actually know it, but
Well, I mean, you've heard the first round question, so
Yeah.
it's anybody's game, and these are fun. Let me look through them real quick.
Fun.
Although, yeah, these are all American
All
questions.
fun, yeah. Good.
Oh, lovely.
No, they're not too bad. They're sort of. All right, are we ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So this is Brendan's question. So you can say pass if you don't know it and lock them out, or you can give an answer. When it is your turn, there's no penalty for guessing.
Right.
So I think that hangs people up sometime. It's your question directed to you. You can answer without penalty, and that answer locks everybody out.
Okay.
So Brendan, I'm looking for a mythical creature. It is also known as a Migo. and then Migo is the second.
Pass.
Pat. Walt Disney World Expedition Everest is themed around it.
Pass.
Pass. Looking for a mythical creature. Tintin met it in Tibet.
Tintin met it in Tibet. Okay.
I don't know.
Still wide open. I'm not. He hasn't closed it. Anybody could steal for the
Pass. Pass. I don't even have a guess. I don't.
And it
even have a
locks
guess.
everybody out. It is a Yeti or abominable snowman.
Yeah, Everest. Oh, should have known.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Dang.
over to Nav. I'm looking for an animal. Which animal? They live in clans of up to 50 individuals. Kind of vague, you know. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, next.
Pass, all right.
Yeah.
They can be found in various parts of Africa.
Clans. Which animal is? Okay, last clue. I'm
Last
just
clue?
gonna make it easy.
When the group hunt one or more individuals stand watch and warns them of any danger with a particular call.
Is it a giraffe?
Giraffe, incorrect. It locks everybody out. We're looking for
They don't hunt. What am I thinking?
territorial
Imagine a
giraffe.
giraffe hunting.
A meerkat. Meerkat.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I
All
see.
right. Harmat,
Yikes.
your question. Which animal? Another animal question. It is the national animal of Bangladesh, South Korea, India, Vietnam, and Malaysia.
Oh my god, why didn't I get this question?
Well, you can buzz it
Oh,
instantly.
India! My name, Nav.
No,
India.
you didn't say your name.
Oh.
You did
No.
not say
Oh
your
wait,
name.
Nav. It's a
Also,
tiger.
why did you say
it's a
India?
tiger. It's a freaking tiger.
Well, you
But
gotta
I
wait till.
passed before she did any of that.
Pretty sure the pass came in before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before
Okay,
your
fine,
little
you can give me
crisis
2
over there.
points. I forgot that I
Wow.
could steal. I
You
forgot.
can't. The
Oh,
second clue.
Yeah.
The second clue for 2 points. You better be fast. It has been classified as endangered.
Tiger.
Nav tiger. You have to say your name.
No,
No,
not when it's your
it's
turn.
not.
I'll just sit back.
Yeah.
You did not listen to the rules, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really bad. I'm
2
sorry.
points for you.
Why did I give you this point?
Thank you.
Tiger.
2 points. to
There,
Harmat.
that's your birthday gift for this year.
All right, we're going back. Let's see. We have 3, 6. Oh, I haven't got 1, 2. How many did I make for this round? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2. Oh, look at that. Each have 3 more questions remaining. So there's still 9 times 3. It's 27 points still available here. And after all that, we have just 2 points scored out of the 6 possible. Back to Brendan.
Yeah.
We're looking for an American agency. This is an American agency. Johnny Depp played one of their agents in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Pass.
In Body of Lies, Leonardo DiCaprio played one of their case officers.
Pass. I need to watch more movies.
Yeah, that's what I've learned here too.
Its primary role is to collect information about foreign governments, corporations, and individuals.
CIA.
Nav.
CIA
Wait.
came in.
Fine.
Is correct. 1 point for Brendan. Up
Wow.
to Nav. I'm
I
looking
need an
for.
actual buzzer button because every time I want to press something.
I do have some buzzers up there. All right. I'm looking for a popular toy. This is to Nav.
Okay.
Its predecessor was called Build Lily.
Lego.
Lego, incorrect. Your second clue for 2 points. It was invented by Ruth Handler. Ruth Handler.
Pass.
Pass. It was named after her daughter.
Brendan. Barbie.
And Barbie for the steal is correct.
Oh, wow.
Correct.
Good job.
All right, the Harmat.
Should
Which
have played
Hollywood?
with more Barbies.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking for a Hollywood star. Her breakthrough film was Rachel Jansen in Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Pass.
She starred
Forgetting
alongside Justin Timberlake in Friends with Benefits.
Oh, what's her face? What's
don't
her
know her
face?
name.
Oh my
Oh.
god, I know this.
Brendan for a steal
Mila Kunis.
is correct for 2 points.
Dang.
Wow.
Well done.
All right, back to Brendan. I'm looking for another iconic film star. Which iconic film star? Carol Lind was one of her first stage names.
Pass.
Lind. Pass.
Pass.
Second clue, she made her first appearance on the cover of Life magazine in 1952.
Pass.
Pass. She was born Norma Jean Mortensen.
Oh. Come on now. Duh. Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe is correct for 1 point. Over to Nav. We're looking for a
Okay.
German hard rock band. A German hard rock band.
Now I was gonna know this.
No, I'm not.
This is Nav, for sure.
The band was formed in the 1960s by Rudolf Schenker. Schenker.
Pass.
Love at First Sting become their most successful album in the USA.
Pass.
They wrote the hit Still Loving You.
Still don't know.
I still don't know. It is.
No.
Is that not even a guess? Just a wild guess?
Nobody knows.
Yeah. Here it is. It is the Scorpions. The Scorpions.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Sorry.
Alright.
Had no
I'm
idea.
sorry. We're really letting you down here. I'm
This is
sorry.
great. This
It's
is best.
okay.
This is the best episode. Here we go. What I really like, the purpose of this show is really, and I'm going to edit all this out, but the show is that stressful deer in headlights factor. Like people listen at home and they know that you're just driving to work. You know, you say out some of the answers, but when you're sitting in the hot seat, any question at any time can be ridiculously difficult. So
Yeah.
That's true.
mine over. Which American industrial rock band? We're looking for an industrial rock band. Uh-oh, wait a second. My wife said that was a bad question. She didn't like the Scorpions question.
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy. I can't show my face in the house. All right. Over to Harmat. Which American industrial rock band? Pretty Hate Machine was their debut album.
Pass.
Pass.
I wish
Johnny-
for it to pass.
Johnny Cash covered their song Hurt.
I only know his version. Pass.
Pass. The band was founded by Trent Reznor.
Pass.
This was way too 90s for everybody. It was 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch
Oh.
Nails.
Okay.
All right, there's 9 points left on the board. Let's go to the scoreboard. So far, Brendan's taken down 5 and
Ooh.
2. Whoop, sorry. And 2. So it's 10 to 2 to 8 right now. And there are 9 points left. So Nav, you could get aggressive and still win this.
Yeah, I'm not going to win this.
All right, over to Brendan. This is a hip hop star. Which hip hop star? Rolling Stone magazine crowned him king of hip hop in 2011.
Kanye West.
Kanye West, incorrect. His real name is Marshall Bruce Mathers III.
Eminem.
Eminem is correct. Over to Nav. I'm looking for a car manufacturer.
Okay.
It's the oldest still active American car manufacturer.
Ford.
Ford, incorrect. Its models include Regal, LaCrosse, Enclave.
God, I wait. Mm. Okay, pass.
Pass. And its sales are concentrated on the American market. So that really didn't help you at all, did it? That
No.
last one. I thought everybody would get it after the second one.
I
Canadians
yeah.
here.
Canadians. Yeah. How come these Canadians don't know anything about American cars?
Is it GM Motors? Because that's the only other name I know.
It is. That is the parent company, General Motors, but the car brand is Buick.
I was gonna say Buick. I didn't want to risk it. Jeff.
Buick LaCrosse, Buick Enclave. And the last question night, over to Harmat.
Let's do it.
We're looking for a European country. Finally, we're out of let's get a question that's out of the States.
Okay.
I'm looking for a European country. It consists of a peninsula and 443 named islands.
Nav.
Pass.
Nav with the steal.
Is it Greece?
Greece is incorrect. That'll cost you 3 points. You did say that. Who said they wanted to be the only negative second?
Oh, that was me. But
it's okay. It's okay. She can share my burden.
And it was the first country in the world to pass an environmental law.
Finland?
You can steal again if you want to.
Finland?
Finland, incorrect.
Norway?
Well, you got one guess at a time.
You can't just keep naming all European countries.
Bam.
And
No.
Iceland used to be part of this kingdom.
Ireland? Nav. Ireland.
Ireland, incorrect.
Okay, so Iceland is where? Okay. I'm trying to think.
It's there.
And it's 3.
Okay, wait, can I say another answer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, is it Greenland?
Greenland. Wait, let's pull up the score. This will be fun. Greenland is incorrect.
Oh, wow. Well, at least I've joined Jack in the ranks of the negative.
You'll be in the history books of the stuff I never did.
Making history, yes.
I'll put 3 seconds on the clock. 3, 2. Anybody last minute steals? Keep going. And
Spain.
Spain is incorrect.
I don't know. I just had to say something.
It is Denmark. Denmark was the country
Oh
we're
my
looking at.
god.
Makes sense. I didn't know they had so many islands.
That's
That's new information.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
This is all stuff I never knew until I looked it up and wrote a question about it. I want to thank my guests. This was a ton of fun. This is one of the most fun shows I've done in a while. The questions I did increase a little bit in the difficulty, and it showed a little bit tonight that you guys played very well. It was very close all the way to the end. But in the end, it was Brendan with the win. And we'll let you start off with anything you want to plug. The floor is yours. You can tell anybody anything you want.
Whoa, I gotta be careful there, Jeff. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, check out our podcast if you want. Again, on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio. Again, it's just a fun father-son comedy, entertaining podcast, and that's about all I have to say. Thanks, Jeff.
And how do they find it?
Again, it's on all the major podcasting channels right now.
Very nice, very nice. And lastly, to Nav and Harmat from the Pop Culture Symposium, a Song of Ice and Fire Symposium podcast. Just getting started. Tell everybody where can they find you? Where can they learn more about your podcast and listen?
You can find us, as Brendan said, on all the major podcasting apps, as well as on our website at popculturesymposium.tumblr.com. You can find us on social media, on Facebook at Pop Culture Symposium, as well as on Twitter at Pop Symposium. And trust me, this whole trivia is not reflective of my general intelligence. I promise. At least I hope.
Really, this can go either way. I mean, did you have fun?
I did enjoy my time here.
A lot of fun.
I'd love to have everybody back if you'd like to come back on a future episode and promote anything you'd like and play another round. We'll mix up the competitors. Maybe not all Canadians. Oh, we did crown a new Canadian champion tonight. I think there's only I don't know, 1, 2 maybe.
Dang. We got to represent.
A real honor. It's a real honor. Yeah.
Anything else? Last minute?
No, it was just thanks for having us. It was fun being on here. I look forward to coming back on in the future. This time I'm going to prepare.
You can't prepare.
You're going to learn about the 1970s.
I know, I can't.
There's nothing to prepare for.
Yeah, was there really any preparing you could have done?
No, not at all.
No.
All right. I want to thank everybody and thank you for watching at home. Until next week. I don't really have a sign off, so we'll see you.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.